What is up, guys? Welcome to my latest video. I apologize about the lighting. It's sort of getting dark here for some reason, even though it's, clocks have gone forward, backward, whichever way we lose an hour. I don't know, I can't remember. My head's all over the place. So yeah, this is my Blu-ray haul for March. I apologize for it being late, but there's been other videos that have come before this. NXT Takeover review being one of them. So I figured I'd do this one before I totally lost track and ended up having to do a double month video. I've not done bad. Most of these were bought at the beginning of March, and then it's been a pretty quiet back end to it. In fact, I haven't received anything from the last week and a half of March, and some of those were ones that I'd ordered at the beginning that came a bit late. So without further ado, I will crack on and show you those. First of all, I will show you the book that I've mentioned in the Peaky Blinders reviews, the book about the gangs of Birmingham. And that's it. Tells you, obviously, like it says on the front there, from the sloggers to the Peaky Blinders. So I got that off eBay. It's managed to get ripped somehow. But yeah, I'll be giving that a read. And something that I couldn't help myself, I saw it on eBay. It was cheap as chips. And I just thought it's just so daft, I have to have it, quite frankly. And that is How to Survive a Sharknado. So the UK ever gets hit by a Sharknado, I'm ready. So yeah, that's that out of the way. So I will get on with the films. I've sort of put them roughly in the age order and stuff rather than what order I got them in. So first one up is something that I bought with the little lad in mind, my son, and I decided that I'd watched it with him and it was a pretty cool film to get anyway. So I got the Batman Lego Batman the movie. Me and him watched it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, really funny in parts and everything. So it was dirt cheap. eBay. It cost me about £1 or something. That's including postage. So I was quite happy with that. Next up is a film that I have on DVD, which I watched, really enjoyed. So I spotted the Blu-ray, so I grabbed it, and that is The Losers. It's a really good film. It's well worth a watch. It's about like a group of, I don't want to say mercenaries, but that sort of thing, and it basically, it has its funny moments in given the content. Next up is a box set I got, and I have the films on DVD, but I will not be getting rid of the DVDs because the cases on them are amazing. If I can ever get to them, I will maybe do a little video showing you them. But I got the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's just the original one. It's not extended editions or anything, I don't think. So, but I'm quite happy with that. I don't mind the Lord of the Rings. Got X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I thought I already had, and spotted it, bought it on the off chance, and it turned out that I hadn't got it, so I was quite happy with that. And we have Ocean's 13. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but I've seen the first two, really enjoyed them, so that was dirt cheap. I paid like 50p or something for that, so I was quite happy with that. My second of the old school James Bond films, which managed to get some crap on the case already, which I'm not happy about, is Moonraker. It doesn't have the fancy little cover like excuse me, the other one did, but I'm not bothered. I love James Bond, and Roger Moore is probably my favourite Bond, although it would be close between him and Daniel Craig. But that's a whole other video. I traded in all the series of these on DVD and managed to get the Blu-rays, as I'd got the Blu-rays, sorry, dirt cheap. I got Resident Evil, the first one. I don't know if these are in the right order. I think they are. Resident Evil Apocalypse. I've seen that, the first one. My girlfriend bought me it on DVD, and I really enjoyed it. So I went out and bought the rest, which I never actually got down to sit and watch, but I'm hopefully now, when the kids go back to school, I'll be able to start firing through them. Resident Evil Extinction. So I have not seen that, so I don't know how good it is. And the last of the Resident Evils is, that I've got anyway, is Afterlife. I think there might be one more Resident Evil film after that, I'm not sure. It's 4 there, so I'm not sure, but yeah, I've got those 4 to keep me going anyway. A film that I might have bought on DVD, but I know I definitely watched it on Netflix quite recently, and that is A Million Ways to Die in the West, with Seth MacFarlane, Liam Neeson, and the lovely Charlize Theron. Which is, if you're not seeing it, and you're a fan of Family Guy, that's well worth checking out. Up next is another guilty pleasure, and I don't care, Sharknado 2. And yeah, so I've been watching the films, I've got the book, I'm prepared. Next one up is a bit of a gamble one, which I think I got in an offer from one of the charity shops in Horsforth, and that is Horrible Bosses. It's the totally inappropriate edition. Don't know what it's like. Excuse me. Haven't watched it yet. Up next is another bargain. I'm going to pay 50p for this, and that is Nicolas Cage, Vengeance. I've not seen it yet, but looking forward to watching it. Transport 2. I only need the 3rd one now, and then I'll have all the Transport series. Gangster Squad, which I've not seen, but it was dirt cheap, and it's got Emma Stone in it, and I have a bit of a thing for Emma Stone, so the rest of the cast is pretty good as well. Josh Brolin, Ryan Gosling, Nick Nolte, and Sean Penn, so I was kind of sold on that, but mostly Emma Stone, and for what I paid for it, it'd be worth watching for the hour and whatever of Emma Stone. Another one I got dirt cheap, and it comes in a little cardboard cover, which is really cool, and I know the camera's not going to be able to pick it up and do it justice, but that is Escape Plan, with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. It's on Netflix. I put it in my list a while ago, and then I saw the Blu-ray, so I went out and bought it anyway before I got a chance to watch it. Another one that came with a funky case that I got from, I think I got this from a charity shop as well, I'm not 100% sure. It was dirt cheap, and this has got a funky case as well, which again the camera won't do justice to, but that is Troll Hunter. I've not seen it yet. This is probably one that I'll watch when I'm on my own, my girlfriend's at work and kids are at school. Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, I've got pretty much all the Paranormal Activities now, and I think there is one more after that, I'm not sure, but I need to sit down and watch them all the way through. This is when I got dirt cheap, and it just read really good on the back, and for what I paid for it, if I watch it once and I think, yeah, it's crap, I'll get rid of it. But it comes with a funky little cover as well, which was a bonus. But it's from the guys, from the producers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the producer of Insidious, which I've still yet to watch. But that is Ouija, however you pronounce it, and say that camera does not do that cover justice either. So yeah, that's that one. My first Kevin Smith film on Blu-ray. I'm a Kevin Smith fan, and I'm surprised I haven't updated my DVDs to Blu-rays yet. But this one was ridiculously cheap, so I grabbed it, and that is Zack and Miri Make a Porno. I've only watched that one once compared to like the amount of times I've watched Clerks and Mallrats and Chasing Amy and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I only watched that one once, but I quite enjoyed it. Underworld, Rise of the Lycans was another bargain that I got. Can't remember when I got it from, but I know it was dirt cheap. Death Race Inferno, so I have 3 of them now. I've got Death Race 2 and Inferno. I do believe there is another one, Death Race 2050. I don't know if it's part of that series. I'll have to find out. I went on a bit of a British gangster film binge recently, and all these I've pretty much got from shops for dirt cheap. First one up is Rise of the Foot Soldier. It's based on a true story, and it's about the Range Rover murders that took place in 1996, where three guys, Craig Rolfe was one of them, Tony Tucker and Pat Tate, were shot dead in a Range Rover, and they haven't caught the killers yet, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, Rise of the Foot Soldier, and that is just a great film. I just thoroughly enjoy that film. It's probably not going to be everybody's thing, but I enjoyed it. Next up is Rise of the Foot Soldier Part 2, which pretty much carries on, obviously without the rest of the other three. It's just Carlton Leach at this point on his own. And I finished off the series with Rise of the Foot Soldier Part 3. This is the Pat Tate story. All three of those, if you're into your British crime films and you've not seen them and you like gangster films and stuff like that, they're well worth watching. Pretty violent, lots of swearing, that's why they've got the 18 certificate, but I thoroughly enjoyed them. And then I got this one as well, Essex Boys Retribution. This is set after the film Essex Boys, which came out quite a few years ago now, and sort of centres around the Range Rover murders that I mentioned. I have got the original Essex Boys, but I'm struggling to find it on Blu Ray, so I don't know whether it never got released or whether it's just hard to come by. Sticking with the British theme, a film that I have watched so many times. I absolutely love this film. This was my mid to late, it came out in 2004, that's 15 years ago, so I was about 25, so my mid-20s, and that is Football Factory. It's a great film, one of my favourite films ever. I've watched that since I bought it, and I still love it. Still absolutely love that film. I am going to do reviews on some of these films and see how the reviews go down. I mentioned it before, so I'll see how it goes down. And we're nearing at the end now. A while ago I got Evil Dead 2 on Blu-ray. I got the Evil Dead, the first one. I can't remember where I got it from, but it wasn't expensive. And then I managed to get the Army of Darkness on Blu-ray, and so that's my Evil Dead collection finished. Now I'm going to get to what I class as my purchase of the month. Basically I went into the cancer research, and they had an offer on DVDs, CDs, buy one get one free. So I went and asked the lady if the Blu-rays were included. She said yeah, so I managed to get Red Sparrow on Blu-ray, which I've not watched yet, and this to me was just amazing. I grabbed it, it was like there was no way I was going to leave it on the shelves and hope it was there the next day, and that is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it's a 4K. I watched this the other night, thoroughly enjoyed it. I only watched the normal Blu-ray because obviously I don't have a 4K TV yet, but yeah, I watched that. I thought I'd seen it before, I hadn't. I must have been thinking of Interview with a Vampire, which is a totally different film. But I really, really enjoyed Bram Stoker's Dracula. I thought it was an amazing film. And to say it's an old film, it really, really does screw up well on Blu-ray. So that is my Blu-ray haul for this month. And it's quite a haul. I think I've done pretty well. Like I said, most of them were dirt cheap. Some of them I've got because I've traded DVDs in. But, it's building up the collection nicely. Like I say, a couple of those I have planned to do reviews on. The Evil Dead series, Football Factory. That's it for now. But yeah, they're the ones that I first thought about reviewing. I have got a couple of films that I bought on DVD, but it's not really worth showing them because they're only like 2 or 3. But I may may well be doing a series of reviews set around a certain theme, but I'll have to wait and see, and leave that till then. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time out to subscribe. It means a lot to me, it really does. If any of my videos you think other people might enjoy, spread the word. It helps, Don't forget I have a Spreadshirt store, and I'll try and remember to put the link in it this time for you. If you want to go and check out, there's only a few designs on there. They're nothing amazing, compared to some people's, but they're my designs that I've done myself. So yeah, feel free to go check that out. If you like anything, buy a t-shirt. I've already sold a couple of my designs have already been bought, so that's pretty cool. So if you are one of the people who has bought one of those t-shirts, please, by all means, send me it. Put a picture in the comments if you can of you wearing one of the t-shirts. So yeah, that'll do it for now, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget, smash the like button down below. Leave a comment on if you've seen any of these films, any that you think were overhyped, any that you really enjoyed, any you thought were absolute dog shite, anything like that. Any sort of comment is good. It sort of gets communication between me and you guys out there. So yeah, that'll do it, guys. I'll get off now. So as always, take care of yourself, look after each other, and bye for now.